Hey everybody, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer here, and welcome to the pre-rolls for campaign turn number 7. Is that correct? I believe so. Campaign turn number 7. Wow, 6 games under my belt. Before we get going on the rolls for that, I want to tell you on page 67, there are 5 things that you can use during your game. They're one-shot like extras, and once you use them, they're up. I have already used, I know I did this, I've used the lucky shot at some point in the game, in one of the early games. I remember burning it, so that one's gone. There's one called It's Time to Go. The crew may immediately end a battle with all remaining characters escaping the fight. I haven't used that one. Looks worse than it was. Ignore a roll on the injury table. I don't believe I've used that one. Did you ever meet my mate? Add a new character to your team immediately, even mid-battle. Haven't used that. And then there's another one called Lucky Shot I already used. Rainy Day Fun, which says immediately add 1d6 plus 5 credits to your available funds. I want to roll that right now because I need some money. So I'm going to roll a d6 and add 5. All right, so I get plus 6 credits. All right, well, it's better than nothing. I'll take it. Let's get going on the campaign turn. So I'm not fleeing an invasion, so don't have to worry about that. And so I can just say, and I can't even write today. That's not applicable. Decide whether to travel. Well, it costs money to travel from planet to planet. I'm on Bison 6 right now, or 7, I can't recall. I think I'm going to stay one more turn, so I don't plan on, there's no travel for me this time. So I don't have to pay fuel costs and things like that, or do the Starship travel event. Remember, I do have a rival on this world, so that's going to come into it. So there is no Starship travel event to do. Now, New World Arrival, don't have to do that because I'm already here. We are on World Steps, which starts on page 76. Step number 1, upkeep and ship repair. So upkeep is for a crew of more than 6. It's 1 credit plus 1 for each additional crew member past 6. I have 8 crew. So that is going to cost me minus 3 credits for the crew. And man, it says you may sell equipment to pay upkeep. For each item sold, you gain 1 credit. There is a colony, I think there's a colony rifle that I intended to sell. I think I may have already done that. I think I did. So I won't worry about that now. Now the ship debt, mine is at 6, and I would definitely like to pay that down. Paying 1 credit is kind of silly because you just get 1 credit in interest. So I'm going to go ahead and pay 3 credits, minus 3 to the ship debt, which takes me down to 3. And then there's an interest rate of 4, so it's back up to 4. So it's up to 4. The good news is that 6 credits that I used is gone. So I don't have to go into my 10 credits right now that I have for my crew. Ship repairs, I have no ship repairs to make. So ship repairs is 0. And pay for medical care. Both of my characters come out of medical this time around, so I have a full complement of 8 crew members. Now, my favorite part, assign tasks. All right, it says you can assign a task to each crew member. No more than 2 can be assigned to a task, and they cannot be in sick bay. So I've got my full 8 here, which means I could pick 4 tasks and put 2 of them in each. There is find a patron, which I definitely need to do because I lost my patron in the last video. I could train. I can trade. I do not want to recruit. I can explore. I don't need any more crew members right now. Track. I could choose to look for my rival and play a showdown battle, which if I win, they're eliminated. I'm not going to do that this turn. Repair something. I don't have anything to repair. Nope, nothing to repair. And I can do decoy, help avoid rivals finding you. I think I'm going to do that because I really don't want to do a rival fight this turn. So I have 5 options, but only 8 crew members to do it. Now, when you to look for a patron, for each additional crew member that you add to it, you get +1 to the roll. And you need to roll a 5 or higher on a D6. So if I assign 2 crew members to do this, then that gives me +1, so I need to roll a 4 or higher. So for find a patron, I'm going to assign captain and 6 to that roll. And you don't get 2 rolls. You just make the 1 roll because the bonus is applied with a second crew member. So I need a 4 or higher. I'm gonna say that was a 4. It was cockeyed, but it was more. It would have landed on a 4 if I hadn't have done that. So I do get +1 patron. Let's see what it would have been if I didn't. I rolled a 3, so I would have failed. All right, so I found a patron. Let's. Do I want to train, trade, explore, or decoy? I like training. Just seems so. I don't know. I could train. I'm not going to train. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do trade. So for each crew member trading, roll once on the trade table. So I'm going to assign Droon and Vey to go do trade. So for each one, you get 1 roll on the trade table. The trade table is a D100. Green is high. That is a 52 for Droon. 52 for Droon gets me spare parts. All right, so I got some spare parts. I think I already have some of those. Spare parts, personal trinket, auto sensor, gun mod, bipod, colony rifle, stealth gear. Spare parts ×2. So now I have ×3. What can you use them for? When making a repair attempt, you get +1 when you burn a spare part. If the roll is a natural 1, the spare parts are used up and must be erased. All right, and then Vey, he rolls a 1, 0, 1, which is a personal weapon. Roll once on the low-tech weapon on page 28. Page 28. Low-tech weapon. That's not what I want. Low-tech is right here. So let's roll. That is an 81, which is a blade. Oh, yay. But I can sell it for 1, which I may do. Okay. Next is explore. I'm not recruiting. Explore. Each crew member rolls on the exploration table, page 80. All right, so I will assign for explore, I'm going to assign Huala and Freak. And Huala rolls a 19 on the exploration. Makes a new friend. Roll up a new character and add them to the crew. If your character is feral, the new character is also feral. Huala is not feral. He is swift. I don't want a new character. That's just more mouths to feed. So I'm just going to say, never mind, we don't want you. Be on your way. Freak rolls an 83, which is offered a small job. When fighting this campaign turn, select a random enemy figure. If your crew kills them, earn +2 credits. All right, +2 cred for a wanted individual. All right, have to remember that. Got to kill them. Okay, and then finally decoy. Let me see how this works. I've never had to do this before. When rolling to see if rivals track you down, add +1 to the roll for each crew member sent. So I'm gonna assign Blue Eyes and Surge. So that gives me +2 on the rival roll to see if they find me. All right. Now, let's see. Determine the job offer. If you received a job offer from a patron, now how do you How do you determine that? You need to determine the details of the job. I got a patron. Does that mean you automatically get a job? That's the question. To find a patron, and then if the crew has an older, after rolling, okay, to hire you for a job. So yes, they are looking. See page 83. All right, so let's see. I'm going to move this over here. So the job from the patron is going to be, you roll a D10. I rolled a 5. It is government sector. All right. Government, there's no modifiers to it. Danger pay. Let's see. Is there any danger pay? Roll a D10. You add +1 if you're rolling for a corporation. No. So danger pay is 6, which is +2 credits. So far, so good. I'm getting +2 credits for danger and +2 credits if I kill somebody. Let's see. Time frame. So far, I haven't had too much issue with time frame. I rolled a 2, which is this turn. All right, no worries there. The problem is I may not be able to take this job. If my rivals track me down, I have to fight the rivals instead of doing a job. So even though I'm rolling for this job, because it has to be done this turn, if the rivals track me down and I end up having to fight them, I will not be able to complete this job. All right, time frame. Benefits. Let's do benefits. Benefits is a D10. It depends on, I'm doing a local government, was it, or government sector government. Benefits, hazards, and conditions. So benefits is an 8 or higher. I rolled a 7. There's no benefits, none. Hazards, I have to roll an 8 or higher. There are no hazards. And then finally, conditions. Conditions are on the next page. Roll a D10. 3, demanding. Danger pay is only upon success. Oh, I didn't know you got danger pay if you didn't complete the job. Well, that changes things. All right, only danger pay only on success. Okay. That's fine. Now, we do assign equipment. I've already got my equipment sort of figured out. Resolve any rumors. You may find rumors as you play. If you are not currently on a quest, I am. Roll a D6. If the roll is equal or below the number of rumors, remove all rumors from your roster. You have now received a quest. I already got a quest. Until the quest is resolved, anytime you receive a rumor, you receive a quest rumor instead. Until the quest is resolved, anytime you would receive a rumor. You may find, if you are not currently on a quest, roll a D6. Remove all rumors. You are now received a quest. Until the quest is resolved, anytime you would receive a rumor, you receive. Okay, all right, that's fine. I'm still on a quest. So choose your battle. Here we go. Check for enemies. Check for rivals. Remember, I get +2. You must check that your rivals give you the opportunity to choose your battle. Tally up the number of rivals. I have 1. And roll a D6. If the roll is equal to or lower than the number of rivals, one of them has tracked you down. Equal to or lower. So if I do roll a 1, they will track me down. And you will have to fight them. This will prevent you from doing whatever you wanted to do this campaign turn. Quests and rumors remain, but a patron job will fail if the time to complete it expires. All right, so don't roll the 1. Oh, come on. All right, so I have a rival fight. Oh, you know what? I don't have a rival. What am I talking about? I added +2. I rolled a 1. +2 is 3. I don't even know why I'm going through with this. I do not want to fight my rivals this turn. I want a job. Well, let's see what the job is. So I could, well, that is so frustrating. I can't believe I forgot that. And I said, don't forget it. All right. So anyway, I just ran through creating a rival fight, and I realized that I got +2 to the roll on the whether I check for rivals. I rolled a 1, but I get to add 2, which makes it a 3. So I get no rival fight, which means I can do this job. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually go back and I'm going to see what kind of job I'm dealing with here. So let's get back here to the job at hand. Select your job. Okay, the battle. Here we go. So under the opportunity patron, I'm going to roll a D100 again. And I rolled an 84, which is bitter struggle. Enemy morale is +1. So let me flip this over here. I'm going to be doing a bitter struggle. And its morale is +1. The roll is. When you roll to see if one flees, you roll like on 1 to 2. They flee. Now it's going to be adding 1 to the roll. So a 2 means it becomes a 3, which means they don't run. All right, so that's bad. Notable sight is 04, which is nothing special. No sights. Nothing special on the thing. The objective, I'm doing an opportunity here. Oh, no, we roll a D10. Sorry, let me roll a D10. Is 2, move through. I hate move throughs, but okay. It's a move through. And at least 2 members have got to go through. And then let's see what the enemy is. Roll D100 on the enemy. Okay, so I am doing an opportunity. You roll a D100. That is a 94, which is a roving threat. All right, so I go over to the roving threat counter. Roving threats. You've stumbled into something dangerous in the area and must fight for your life. Any valuables found will likely be remnants of some unlucky crew member. Enemies from this list never become rivals. They are never accompanied by unique individuals unless the difficulty is insanity, which it is not. So I don't have to worry about unique individuals. So let's roll this and see what I get. 68 is Krorg. That doesn't sound good. Krorg. These beasts resemble a bear from old Earth, but with huge claws and a surly demeanor. They are ferocious, +1 to brawling. Easy targets. They are +1 when firing at this enemy. They get 5+ saving throws, and it is a tough fight, which means a random survivor gains +1 XP. That's cool. So their numbers is +0, so that's good. Let me write all this down. The number is +0. Their panic is 0, so they do not panic. Their speed is 5. Their combat is +2. And their oh my gosh, their toughness is 6. And their AIR, I don't know what that means. I'll have to look that up. R. And their claw damage, they have claws for weapons. Claws +2 damage. So basically what I need to do is stay away from these things and hit them from afar. All right, so let's see how many of them there are. We go back here to determine the enemy, which I did. Number of opponents. You roll 2d6 and pick the higher of the number. 4 and a 1, so there are 4 of them. 4 of them. But not necessarily. If you encountered 3 to 6, add the modifier numbers listed of the campaign. Okay, so there's no modifier, so there are 4 of them. If the encounter is 3 to 6, 1 specialist will be present. So there's 3 of them are non-specialists, which is kind of weird to think of a bear as a specialist. But the specialist will have, I guess, specialist gets a different role for their weapon, but they all have claws, so that really doesn't matter. There is no lieutenant. Actually, it says if you encounter 4 or more, 1 non-specialist will be a lieutenant, and the lieutenant is +1 combat. These things are going to be hard to kill. Wow, and there's no unique individual, so that's good. No unique individual. Let's keep going. No unique. Their weapon is basically claws. Set up the battlefield, so that's it. I'm ready to fight these 4 things. That's it for this video. I will get these notes cleaned up and add them to my current crew roster and include a link in the video description so you can download this and read my notes so you know what's coming up in the very next video, which is going to be combating 4 Krorgs with toughness of 6, which I've never fought anything like that before. We shall see. All right, this is Jim the Tabletop Engineer. Thanks for joining me as I did my pre-rolls for the next 5 Parsecs from Home video. I'll be back very soon with that combat video. Take care.